The Pittsburgh Steelers re-sign one of their former draft picks in a move that's going to be very popular with Steeler Nation. Hello, Steeler Nation, and welcome to the latest episode of the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate with me, your host, Britsburgh, Owen, speaking to you here in the UK. Guys, welcome on board the Steelers Syndicate. If you've just found the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate and you are a die-hard fan of the black and gold, then hit that sub, ring that notification bell, and come and join the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate family for daily videos, daily content, podcasts, live streams, loads of content all about your favourite team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, today the Pittsburgh Steelers have re-signed to a reserve futures contract someone who is a former draft pick of the Pittsburgh Steelers. They've re-signed someone who many Steelers fans thought they should not have cut and let go in the first place. Someone who could be a very useful depth piece actually on the 53-man roster in the long term for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who is this man I'm talking about? Well, of course, it's Quincy Roche. Q from the U, or Quincy Roche, who obviously went from Temple to Miami. Someone who came into the Steelers, was picked and came in with very, very high aspirations and very high regard from a number of fans in Steeler Nation. Quincy Roche, who is now 24 years old, had obviously been with the Steelers, but was released and went to the New York Giants. A reminder that Roche was drafted in 2021 in round 6 at pick 216 by the Pittsburgh Steelers after coming out of Temple and Miami with very impressive figures, a very impressive pass rusher. He was originally a member of the Pittsburgh Steelers practice squad, but was claimed by the New York Giants. In his NFL career, we'll look a bit more at that breakdown shortly in the video, so hang on for that. He has 40 total tackles, 2.5 sacks, and 1 forced fumble. It was confirmed in a tweet today from Pat Leonard, who is an insider with the New York Giants, that the Steelers had moved to sign Roche. This is what Leonard tweeted out. Giants edge rusher Quincy Roche has signed a futures contract with the Pittsburgh Steelers, the team that originally drafted him, according to sources. Roche, 24, flashed and played well when he received opportunities the past 2 years in New York, could be a great fit back in Pitt. And I've got to 100% agree with that. I think Roche could be a fundamentally very sound depth piece for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, given the lack of depth, given the lack of talent at the outside linebacker position behind, obviously, the main two of Alex Highsmith and TJ Watt, the reacquisition of Quincy Roche is certainly something that is very, very important, I think, and very, very promising for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Roche was someone who was identified as being a good pass rusher, someone who got after the quarterback well, someone who could help to stop the run, someone who was good in run coverage, and someone obviously who has now got NFL experience. He now bring that NFL experience to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, whilst only signed to reserve futures contract, so probably to the practice squad, there is an element there that, if he plays well, he could actually make his way onto the 53-man roster. If we look at what Roche in a bit more depth has achieved during his time in the NFL, in 2021, he played 14 games for the New York Giants. He totaled 38 tackles, 23 solo, 15 assisted, and 2.5 sacks. Some pretty good numbers. 1 forced fumble. In 2022, he didn't play as much of a role for the New York Giants under new head coach Brian Daboll. He had 3 games played, 2 total tackles, 2 assisted tackles, and that was it for the season. Overall, in his NFL career, he's played 17 NFL games, 40 total tackles, which breaks down as 23 solo, 17 assisted, 2.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble. Roche will definitely bring an element to the Pittsburgh Steelers that they have not had, a real pass rusher. Now, obviously, Malik Reed is out of contract. He's a free agent. Jameer Jones has not really set the world on a light since he's come back to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I think this acquisition of Quincy Roche is a very good one for the Steelers. I think he could well make the actual 53-man roster and could become a depth piece behind Watt and Highsmith. Many Steeler fans, like I said, are going to be pretty happy that this guy has been re-signed and is now being given an opportunity by the Pittsburgh Steelers to impress. Now, the outside linebacker position is certainly one that I believe is a position of need for the Pittsburgh Steelers to strengthen, whether that have been for the draft or the free agency. The acquisition of Quincy Roche may well move that down the list of priorities and allow the Steelers to spend more high-level draft picks and some more free agency money on other priorities like the defensive line, like cornerback one, like the offensive line, like inside linebacker, for example, some positions that are definitely in need for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But good news today that we have re-signed Quincy Roche to a reserve futures deal. Anyway, Steeler Nation, let me know in the comments below what you think about the Pittsburgh Steelers reacquiring Quincy Roche. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that sub, ring that notification bell, and come and join the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate family. Thanks for watching, guys. Here we go, Steelers. Come on.